Buongiorno amici, ciao a tutti. Sono BC and welcome back to the TueZday Garage. Man, I hope you guys have had a great week. I'll tell you, I have. I know the last video, man, that was an awesome time where we put 100,000 miles on our 1993 Z32 300ZX. And I know I said that was the last voyage, but I've been enjoying it all week. I'm not gonna lie, I've been enjoying it. But yeah, that time has kind of come to a close. You can see I'm hanging out with the RB here, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Before we really dive right into tearing our car apart, let's just kind of talk about a couple things real quick. So, for one, the RB, right? So let's talk about where it came from. I ordered it from a really sweet place in Orlando. I can't remember the name. I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, awesome guys. Shipping to Hawaii was no joke. I'm not gonna lie, and I knew that. I knew it was gonna be no joke. What have I done with the RB? I have stripped it down to the block. I did not remove the pistons and rods. That is all stock internals, but everything from the block up and out is all brand new. A complete Cometic kit, gasket kit. Yeah, I mean, it's just from the ground up. It's been fully restored, and everything is N1. The pumps are all N1 pumps. You can see there's all kinds of other goodies and what have you, but for the most part, it's basically stock. And I get this question a lot, like, BC, why are you just building it stock? Because I'm not putting this into a GTR. If I was taking the engine out of a GTR and putting another engine back into a GTR, yeah, sure. I could see, let's like go nuts and build it all out, because you know what? It's a simple swap. But this is not a simple swap. This is not meant to happen. This is a labor of love. And because of that, first, I want to make sure that it's gonna work. I know it's gonna work, but we got to make sure that first it's healthy and it's good, and that everything works right. And then someday we're gonna upgrade. You know, building an engine is like building a model. Do you remember when you were a kid and like your folks would get you those little model cars or model airplanes, or maybe the space shuttle or whatever, and you take your time. Sometimes you just put them together real quick, and sometimes you actually took the time to, paint the seats and like paint the rivets on the wings and stuff like that. That's what we've done here, amici. I mean, to the littlest details, such as stainless steel hardware for the valve covers. It's like a model. Why am I doing the twin turbo thing? That's another question that I get a lot. The reason I'm doing twin turbo is because my Z's are twin turbo, the GTR is twin turbo, and I want to do that. To me, that's that little extra something that not everybody does, is keeping it twin turbo. And so for me, that's like an important thing. Now, how do I create like a true marriage between this engine and the Z? Look at the beautiful color of our valve cover that we've decided to go with. And then look at the beautiful color of our brake calipers that we've decided to go with. Hard to see, perhaps, but it's the same exact color, and that's how we create that subtle little connection between our host and its heart. There's a lot of people out there that think that this project, or putting an RB and a Z, is blasphemy, that it's terrible, it's an atrocity. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? The twin turbo Z engine is capable of more than enough power for this car. Why would you do something like an RB? It's not worth the money. Da 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 da. You're throwing your money away. You're crazy. Okay, fine. So I am. You know what? I'm a 40-year-old guy. I got lots of time on my hands. I've lived a hard life of working, and you know what? I deserve some of the toys that I want to play with in life. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But this is also, if I didn't mention it before, this is my 10th Z32, and I've done the twin turbo thing, and I've done the non-turbo thing. I've done the 2-seater, I've done the 2+2, I've done the twin turbo conversion. I've done it all, Amici. And you know what I haven't done? I haven't done an RB swap. And that's really what it's all about. It's about trying to do something to like really reach my potential. So let's talk about some of the key things that have to change. Now I want to show you this car, and there's some key things that you might know. If you're a Z driver or a Z owner, there's going to be some things that you're going to notice right off the bat. For one, right there, fuse box is missing. That's one thing. You'll notice a lot of stuff is really clean. All the wires have been tucked. Let's see, over here, a lot of this has been, man, my finger's huge. A lot of this has been cleaned up, okay? A lot of wire tucking going on and stuff like that in the back, all right? This was all done earlier when I did a timing belt change, and I also swapped out the power steering system. Now, while I was also doing that and getting it ready for the paint shop initially, you can see the front is already clean. The AC is gone. Why would I take the AC out in Hawaii? Because it's just got to come out for this swap. It's just got to be one of those things. Where is the fuse box? Oh, that's a good question. Where is this fuse box? It's supposed to be sitting right here. Well, it is living. You can't really see, but it's living inside the fender well, and it is very well tucked away. Yes, we get a lot of rain in Hawaii. Rain is a factor, but the way I've installed it, 1, it's sealed. 2, it's got a shield in front of it, and 3, this license plate also blocks rain from coming into the front bumper there. So don't have to worry about that, and it's tucked in away. It's actually sitting right where the carbon canister would be in that front corner of the car. So what is the RB swap gonna look like when it's in here? Amici, it is going to take up this entire engine bay. I talked about using the RB transmission to make a Frankenmission. That is because it is completely possible to make the 300ZX gearbox, which is from here back, up with the RB26 bell housing, which is up here. So we'll use the 2 transmissions to make one. And what that means is that from everything from the transmission back, drive shaft, the gear selector, all that stuff remains 300ZX, and all we have to worry about is from the engine bay forward. Now, when that's all said and done, what's going to happen is the RB will be almost to the firewall, and it will take up all the room up to the radiator core support. So what happens with the radiator? Well, that's another reason why it's all cleared out in this area here, because we need a custom radiator to fit in the front here, and our intercooler, our front mount intercooler, is going to fit in this area too. Not a huge fan of the front mount intercooler look. Yes, it's sexy. I'd rather have something sleeperish. So we'll look at maybe getting some radiator paint, some black radiator paint, so we can color in the intercooler and kind of keep it more of a sleeper. Some of the other things that are going to have to come into this car, we're definitely going to have an oil cooler, and that will also sit up in this front opening in the front wheel well area, right in front of the tire. There will be an oil cooler in there. And let's see, probably going to originally, before I had this red top, I had this Braille battery. And if you can see the size of this Braille battery, here's my hand, all right? Big difference, right? The Braille is about, it's tiny, guys. It's teeny, teeny, tiny. Unfortunately, while my car was at the paint shop, that was not disconnected and it was completely wasted. So once the Braille battery is, we get a new Braille battery, put it back in here, this will also open up room for our catch cans and our coolant reservoir. So yeah, that's the way ahead, and that's why I'm doing it, Amici. Because I can, because I want to, and because it's my car. So I know we talked about going ahead and getting started wrenching on her today, but the truth of the matter is, see my shirt? Freaking, that's right, Star Wars, man. This is my Star Wars Aloha shirt. And actually, I just went and saw Rogue One for the second time today. Second time in 3 days. Because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. And unfortunately, all my spare time was used watching those movies and not making extra room in the garage. These bikes are taking up a lot of space, and you can see here in the front of my garage there's actually a little stoop step, which I don't know why. It's kind of stupid. I don't really like it. And let's see, over back here where the actual garage door is, let's see here. Yeah, she just barely squeezes in here. So I might end up having to put her in here kind of diagonally, because otherwise I don't know how I'm gonna get a cherry picker up front here to be able to to be able to pull this engine out. So yeah. Anyway, so I'll tell you what, I'm gonna promise you, okay? This week I'm working on cleaning this garage up, getting it prepared, and then next week we are gonna take her out of commission. But I just wanted to take this time today just to kind of talk about why. Why am I doing what I'm doing? What am I doing what I'm doing? And what you can expect to kind of be a part of as we do this. Why am I doing this in an internet vlog? Again, it's about balance. It's about keeping me accountable, about keeping me balanced, keeping me focused, and making sure that I take my time, man. I enjoy the process. It's not about getting to the finish line. It's about just enjoying the journey, man. And it's a journey that I think people want to be on, because this swap, this swap is gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. And yeah, if you don't learn anything, maybe you just have a good time hanging out and watching this stuff happen. So, we got a long road ahead. But again, I've been planning this for a long time. This project is 7 years in the making, and I have all the parts together. I have everything ready. Don't have the radiator yet. That's something that I really want to wait till we measure it out. But everything else I think is here and ready to go. So, Amici, I'm gonna sign off for now. Enjoy yourself. Be good. Ciao and aloha. Bye bye.